This is a timeline of events during the Iraqi Civil War in 2016. Chronology: January-February 2nd, the beginning of the Siege of Fallujah. February 19th, preparations for the hit offensive. March 6, 2016, Hill, a suicide truck bombing. A suicide bomber kills at least 60 people and wounds 70 others after ramming his explosives-laden truck into a security checkpoint at one of entrances to the Iraqi city of Hilla, south of Baghdad. The Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant claimed responsibility for the bombing. March 24, the beginning of the Mosul offensive. March 25, Iskandariya suicide bombing. A suicide bomber blew himself up in a crowd after a local football game in a village near Iskandariya in a mixed Sunni-Shia area, killing at least 30 people and wounding more than 65. The mayor of the town was among those killed in the explosion. He succumbed to his wounds in an hospital. The Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant claimed responsibility for the bombing. March 27, Iraqi Yazidis and tribal fighters take control of an area between Sinjar and the border of Syria from ISIL. This is along the main highway between Mosul, Iraq and Shaddadi, Syria, which a predominantly Syrian Kurd force captured from ISIL last month. An alternative connection that also requires this highway would be to Al-Hasaka, Syria, slightly north. March 29, a suicide bomb attack kills at least 7 people and wounds another 23 in Baghdad. A police officer says the suicide bomber set off his payload among a group of day laborers in Baghdad's Tahrir Square. The Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant claimed responsibility for the attack in an online statement circulated by supporters, saying it targeted Shiite militiamen. April 2, Iraqi security forces free a large number of prisoners from an underground ISIL-operated jail in the city of Hit. Malala al-Obaidi, a local official in the Al-Anbar governorate, put the number of freed prisoners at around 1,500, saying most of them were civilians. May 1, 2016, Samarwa bombing. In a rare attack in Iraq's mostly Shiite south, a twin suicide bombing kills at least 33 people and wounds 75 in the city of Samarwa, Mudhana Governorate. The Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant claimed responsibility. May 13, Real Madrid fan club massacre. A group of ISIL militants attacked the headquarters of a supporters club of the Spanish football club Real Madrid CF in Balad district, north of Baghdad. At least 16 people were killed in the attack. May 18, Iraq's Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi announced that the Iraqi army and PMF liberated the town of Rutbah in the Anbar province, after a 4-day-long battle with ISIS. The liberation of Rutbah has been viewed as strategically important, as it lies 150 kilometers east of the Al-Walid border crossing with Syria, and 250 kilometers south of Al-Qaim. May 22, beginning of Operation Breaking Terrorism. June 27, the Iraqi army enters the outskirts of Fallujah in the last phase of the Battle of Fallujah. The 29th of June, the Iraqi Air Force heavily bombs ISIS vehicles retreating from Fallujah. August 21st of August, a F-16 fighter jet of Iraqi Air Force bombed Mosul. The attack left 10 Islamic State fighters dead. The 21st of August, at least 30 fighters from Islamic State were killed by security forces in Ramadi. The 25th of August, Qayyara is liberated from ISIS to allow for a future offensive on Mosul. The 27th of August, an airstrike killed 12 Islamic State insurgents in Saidia village. The 28th of August, one Islamic State leader dies in an airstrike in Mosul. The 28th of August, clashes left 2 ISIS terrorists dead in Hawiyah. The 29th of August, 5 ISIS fighters die in an airstrike in Anbar province. The 30th of August, an airstrike left for Islamic State terrorists dead. September, the 3rd of September, at least 18 terrorists from Islamic State die in an airstrike in Anbar province. The 4th of September, Kurdish fighters killed at least 7 Islamic State insurgents in Tal Afar. The 4th of September, security forces killed at least 2 Islamic State insurgents.